Hey, what's up, gamers? This is the first week of the Baddy Overwatch League and the second match, and we're getting up to watch the Tramp Steps Soccer Moms and the Baddy League on Wednesday nights. I'm here commentating live axolotl with my partner, Evilite,
Hey guys,
and we're about to see some awesome gameplay here.
this is gonna be really interesting. We got Havana for the first map. Payload,
Havana,
rather,
Unana.
rather new map to the rotation. Actually, when did this map get introduced? It was not too long ago.
It really wasn't, and I don't think it's been all that popular. The long sightlines on the first point cause a lot of problems for many teams.
Yeah. Well, if you've seen anything from the last match between our two teams, actually, you're probably gonna see some Bastion come out, see some pirate ship with the double barriers of Sigma and Orisa.
Yeah, Bastion's super strong right now, especially with the power of Sigma at close range for confirming kills. Bastion has just been absolutely trouncing most teams' defenses.
Yeah, especially when you get the Batiste out there, you get the immortality field. Make sure the Bastion. I mean, he doesn't have to move, and you just keep the frisbee up there and keep him from dying.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I don't see a lot of players running Sombra as much as I would expect. Just as I speak, red team decides to run a Sombra. It looks like they're expecting
Sombra main Heron here. Let's go.
Yeah. Looks like they're expecting the Bastion strat. They're running Orisa Doom as well. Very interesting. Oh, and a ball. They're going all in on this anti-Bastion comp. Let's see what the blue team's running. Blue team already massively pushed up, choosing their engagements very aggressively. Looks like we have a pharmacy waiting them out. Oh no, she's left the Mercy behind. Let's see if that costs them. No, it didn't. Ball and Doom looking right, seeing what they're dealing with. Bastion already set up very close to the objective. Ball not getting a lot of value at the moment. Let's see if he can. Not contesting the lamp, surprisingly.
Someone's got to take out the Bastion here, but it looks like they're going to keep him pinned in their spawn.
And it looks like blue team won that engagement pretty easily. Sombra and the ball did not get a lot of value off on the Bastion.
You really have to get this Bastion down early, or else you won't be able to get pushed out of your spawn here. He's going to keep the constant pressure.
Ooh, are they going to pick the Widow early? Not necessarily.
Looks like they're pushing out the left side here. Let's see if they can push it up, trying to get pressure back onto the cart. Big pull onto two. Still no one taken down yet. Frisbee down on top of the Bastion. See if they got to take that out to get. Oh, the window's coming out. They're taking out the first kill. That's two.
Oh, Bastion going for a big ult. Let's see if he
can. And the barrage.
Spending a lot of ults to win this fight, though. Not sure they needed them.
Well, team wipe anyway. Man, these guys really gotta get out of their spawn. I think once they can get some cart pressure here and start to get it pushed.
Yeah, and we did just burn barrage, which is going to affect the later fight pretty.
Yeah, if we're looking at ults, we got Meteor Strike for the Doomfist, and we got Coalescence. That's going to get popped right here.
Ooh, and Shedder and Ryan dies very early in the engagement. They've already committed using Coalescence.
Both tanks are down. Oh, Hair's going to get a pick on the Berserk, though. This might be the chance that they can get. But there's the res back onto the Pharah. Doomfist diving in. He's going to try and... They need to get this Bastion down.
Tramp Stamp's doing a really excellent job of holding them here. Let's see, they're starting to lose position and stagger slightly. Can the Rhine? Oh, and of course not with the massive Graviton Surge. Or Gravitic Flux, rather.
Yeah, wow. They're having a lot of trouble.
It's just a lot of close range burst damage with that Sigma and the Bastion together.
Pick. Wow, that's even more stagger here.
Ryan trying to go right, kind of leaving his team behind. The Baddy League needs to pull together in group, and no, the Pharah comes in and just continues to harass. Doomfist landing little value on his rotation. And that's a hard reset for the Baddy League.
Man, they still can't get out of their spawn at all.
Really struggling.
They really got to get onto this Bastion here. Oh, he's going to get the stun.
Oh, could this be the moment? Does the Bastion all save it? Oh, a big shatter, followed by a grab. Let's see.
And that's pretty much going to be the wipe right there. Okay. Baddy League on Wednesday nights finally getting some cart pressure and actually getting the cart pushed here.
Let's see if there are any swaps for the tramp stamps. No, they're running a really similar comp. Looks like they have a Bastion.
30 seconds.
Still trying to hold the high ground. Team's
They
pretty
finally
split
got
up.
set up with the Bastion onto the point now. They switched off the Sombra, they got a Bastion of their own.
Doomfist hiding behind, whips his punch.
Oh, Barrage coming in, that's
Oh.
2 kills, but the barrier's gonna come out to deny any more casualties.
Ryan trying to reestablish dominance on cart.
Keeps him healthy while doing some damage. Big punch coming in from Eggman to take out Sir Bird. Let's see if they can finally get some more.
Ooh. Looks like Zappa's going to take out Benny if he's not careful. Oh, and
Flex, he's gonna
Zappa
get
with
3.
the
Oh, no, only 2 there. Oh, he's gonna pick up 2. Let's see if they can keep this cart from getting pushed all the way. Oh, but the Bastion's gonna go down.
Mercy going for
No res, no res.
yeah, no res.
Big slam from Wacky. And there you go, Wacky spinning around
I
the
think the
point
Baddy
as per
might
usual.
have it. Oh, and no.
Wow, they're not gonna get the checkpoint. So that's gonna be a first point hold for the Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms.
0 to 0.
Yeah, I think they just got too far off a point there. It looked like they were doing pretty well, holding a lot of ground near the end of that engagement, but
Initiating.
Yeah, Wacky coming in with the Hammond, spinning around the point, knocking them away, and forcing the overtime bar to tick all the way down.
so
Well-
what do you think they're going to do on with a first point hold? That's a very difficult defense, especially with as much time as we're going to see on the clock.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they're going to try and pull off the same strategy that Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms pulled on them, holding really close with the Bastion and double shields.
Especially with the Sigma. I really feel like Sigma's close range damage and Rock
Ready for battle.
puts them in a
Yeah.
whole different league.
Say we're going to have
Yeah, it looks like they are running that strat.
yep,
Already
both
with
of
the
them,
Bastion.
both of them running the double shields on the Bastion. A couple of differences we're going to see. We're going to see
30 seconds.
the Batiste on the offense and a May. Whereas,
A May might prove a game changer if they can land a big blizzard.
yeah, I think he's probably going to try and get the ice wall up and really try and separate the team and cut off some sight lines.
I don't know how long that wall can hold against the Bastion's fire, though.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they got the wall, and then they also got the Orisa and Sigma shields on top of that. So
Attackers incoming.
they just need to keep them pinned in their spawn.
Stop the payload.
If they can keep them off the point, that's going to kind of be the most important part here. But they're going to get the early push onto the point.
Big suck from the Sigma, really stalling out this engagement.
But yeah, this far on the defense, they got no hit scan to contest this. So he's pretty much got free reign to shoot down. But Eggman's going to take out Dano, but he's going to get res. So the Bastion, oh, then he's going to take out the other support. Right now, defense
Tramp
holding
stamp.
pretty solid.
I'm really looking for Berserk to push up here and take some ground, but it looks
Closing in on Barrage, and there it is. He's going to take out
Ooh.
2, but he's going to get shut down by Dano. The res is going to come in, get Heron back up, but Dano's going to take out his Bastion counterpart. Even Pete going to get the frag on a Berserk.
Tramp Stamp's really
Defense
stalling out this
holding up pretty
engagement by
solid.
using the payload for cover. Oh, but backing off under all the pressure.
Full tank's going to get pulled up onto the payload, but they're going to be able to back off, get the shields back down.
Zappa coming in with some much needed additional firepower to help
Here
break the
comes
enemy
the tank
barriers.
from Dano, and the Coalescence is going to be answered.
Not getting a lot of value with the Bastion ult against all these barriers, though.
Here comes a window out from Sir Bird. Get the Bastion damage out there. He's going to take out the Bastion, but he's going to get res by shooting sub.
Let's see. No kill on the Pharah.
No one going down yet. Head Reaver going to get taken out by Zappa with the accretion. They're really going to getting pushed back. Oh,
Black
and here we
pushing
go.
up extremely hard. Let's see if he can capture it.
Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms taking the fight pretty heavy-handedly. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get back and defend this one. It's probably gonna be the game tank coming in onto the point, but he's gonna get taken down really fast, and that's gonna be
Yeah, not a chance.
the first game. Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms taking the first round.
Play of
Play of the game is gonna be Heron on the McCree. I think he's got a big Deadeye coming up here. He's going to take out the Bar really early. Use the Deadeye to finish off the Mercy. Come in with a few more left clicks. There it is.
Very exciting game overall. I think I'm really surprised to see the Bastion strats, especially a close hold like that. A lot of fighting right by the cart. Not what I expected initially
That close
on
hold.
that map.
That close hold by Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms on the first push was really important. They pretty much got him down to, I think, under a minute before they actually were able to get out of their own spawn.
Yeah, it really reduces the whole map becomes that first point when you start drawing the engagement out so aggressively. And so, a word from our sponsors. Do you have thousands of games on your PC you hardly play? Do you have absolutely no reason to buy more? Well, Steam is your friend. Every summer, we have a sale where you can buy hundreds of games you'll never even open. And that's what being a gamer is all about. Spending money needlessly. Steam, for all of your gaming needs.
All right, well, after that pretty short first map, since, well, they never really got off the first leg, we're going to head over to Hollywood. Do you think we're going to see any more Bastion strats coming up to hold this first point?
Oh, certainly. I think I often see Bastion used here to really leverage the high ground on the rear side of the point. And I think that we're going to see a very similar double shield strategy. So the question, I think, for the attackers is going to be whether or not they can force the enemy off the high ground. And I've only seen two successful strategies for making that happen. One is hugging the right the low ground and going right and wrapping around and fighting from the clubhouse. And the other is going left. But with the given power of Bastion in the current meta, especially with damage boost from a Mercy, I don't think there's very many shields in the game that can make that sustainable. Often you'll lose a healer on entry, so...
I think the main thing is if they can get underneath the Bastion in the cafe without losing anybody and force them off the high ground, that's kind of the main objective that they need to get so they can get point control from there.
I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Looks like we're running a pharmacy again. Berserk and Tuna Sub working together trying to harass. I think that's going to be a very successful combo. We saw it come out with really great effect last match with very few picks on the Pharah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see because they're running a not so like bunker type defense, but rather a pretty mobile defense to kind of work around the point and see how this first point's going to turn out. We got a Ryan Zarya coming out.
I am empowered.
Baddy League and Wizards.
Tramp Stamps giving up a lot of ground very early in the fight with the Rhine proceeding around behind. It looks like they had a plan all along.
Yeah, but Berserk is going to take out Eggman for the first.
And
but
Berserk is down, getting picked very early.
So we got a 5v5 on the point, but it looks like they're going to wrap around under the cafe.
Dano doing his job and turning the main tank around. Let's see how the engagement...
Coming in on the flank.
Benny out of position. Is he going to get punished for it?
Heron taking a little nap on the side.
Justice reigns from
Berserk with a
above.
pretty Laker barrage. Fight was mostly lost, so he probably should have been able to save that for the next fight, but nevertheless, he's going to get taken out. And
That was a pretty clear, quick win for the Baddy League, though.
Yeah, it's really important, especially with how last map gone, that they get early momentum here. So Dano's sitting on the pulse bomb. He's
Yeah,
only
Sigma Anna
ultimate.
running the risk of getting very isolated here on the left side. Luckily,
Wacky going, and he's got minefield, so we can get a good position to get that laid out.
Benny just getting harassed
Yeah,
endlessly
flank,
by the Pharah,
minefield,
almost
the
losing
slam.
field.
How effective is this going to be? There's
Benny
one, there's
down.
two, there's three. Wow. Tramp Stamp Soccer Mom's really convincingly taking this first fight on the payload. And Baddy League on Wednesday night's going to have to reset here. They
Yeah,
do.
losing the Rhine early in the engagement like that is just a death knell for most teams.
So ult economy, you got 4 ults available for Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms.
With only 2 on the enemy team. Oh, and here's
hammer
the
coming
shatter
in.
coming in. Is anybody
See
going
what
to
they
clean
answer
it up?
with a big grab flux on the backside with the pulse bomb. He's going to take out 2.
Benny is anti though, and totally isolated,
Wacky going to take out
forcing him
Heron
to
on the
completely
backside.
back out of the fight.
Dan are going to take out Head Reaver and Benny. And that's going to be another fight win for Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms. Once again, another really strong defense held at the opening choke point.
Yeah, I think they very often underestimate just the power of an anti. Putting the Rhine out of the engagement like that for so long.
Meteor strike.
Oh, here comes a Meteor Strike in, coming in from Eggman. What's he going to find? He's going to come up all the way up top. Heron's going to take out Berserk. And Tunisub's going to take it down. So the Pharmacy is out of the game.
The Baddy League taking excellent ground though,
There
and
you go.
totally winning the engagement.
Finally got that point presence. Able to actually
Benny
get some
pushing up
progress on the
hard
card
to
now.
head off the enemy team. Oh, just to drop a fire strike and then return.
So it looks like they're going to be able to get this just around the corner before they're going to be able to come stall this one out.
Looks like Tramp Stamp's Pharmacy is going high ground, seeing if they can harass from above.
Wacky coming in with the slam. He's going to get denied. Here comes the barrage. Oh, the Nano Barrage coming in from Berserk. He's only going to be able to take out the Reinhardt with that one, though.
Looks like Zappa's going to be cleaning up here, getting a really clean angle on the enemy team, but he backs off instead.
So you're going to be able to force Baddy League on Wednesday nights all the way back off the payload. Tramp Stamp Soccer Mom's going to be able to reclaim the defense.
Tuna mostly dominant in this, or Tramp Stamp mostly dominant in this.
Oh, here comes the Grab Flux. It's going to pick up 2. Sound Barrier coming in. Rad's going to catch both tanks.
Ooh, is this where we lose both tanks for the, and they just escape?
Big minefield from Wacky. Earth Shatter only going to get the ball.
And a high noon.
High noon. Oh, it comes, takes out the Pharmacy, but Dano's going to answer him on the backside and also get traded out by Eggman. That's going to be a fight win for Baddy League on Wednesday
So that's
nights.
2 really good fight wins by the Baddy.
Wacky coming in, trying to stall the point.
Wacky doing an excellent job of stalling the point here. And escaping elegantly, coming back in for the slam.
Ball's going to get nanoed here, and the Barrage is going to come. He's going to take out 2 before he gets taken out by Head Reaver. Wacky's going to trade
Only
Head
the
Reaver out,
Duelist and the Lucio for the
but Berserk's going to get rezzed by Tunisub. This is mostly going to be a fight win for Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms. You got about a minute 10. Got plenty of time to get set back up and try and push it the last few meters here. They're going to switch out both of their tanks. They're going to switch from the Ryan Zarya to the Winston Wrecking Ball.
60 seconds
Going more dive oriented with these tanks.
We'll see if they can get there in time with the Pharmacy harassing. They've gone Winston, definitely not a meta choice.
This will heal you.
Benny's gonna
Ball
get
getting
taken out
absolutely
early by
no
Nano.
value out of the slam.
Cellular structure.
Got about 35 seconds left. They got
Tramp
still
Stamps
a decent amount of time
absolutely
get set
struggling to
up.
take ground.
Head
Can their
coming in.
ball
He's
do it for them?
Pretty out of position here on the backside.
Total dominance by the Baddy League at the moment.
Heavy Reaver coming in with the slam. He's gonna catch.
Alright,
He's gonna catch the Ana. Grab Flux incoming. Ball's gonna get taken out. Oh, defense is holding up pretty good so far. Eggman's gonna take out Berserk. But here comes the Nano Minefield. From Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms. Wacky coming in with another slam. Gonna take out the Winston. Gonna take out all the rest of them. And it looks like that's gonna be the defensive hold. Heavy Reaver not gonna be able to get there in time.
Complete.
real dominance by the Tramp Stamps in those later fights.
Score.
Yeah, definitely. Once they got pretty much it was like under 2 meters from getting that second checkpoint, but unfortunately they're not going to be able to get that. And
I think Tramp Stamps Pharmacy really assisted in assailing the attackers at range and outside of their poke damage, and allowed them to really put on a good hold from the very first. There was only one moment there when their Winston managed to dive both of the healers where they thought they might be able to confirm a kill. And that really would have been the key, I think, to winning that engagement overall.
yeah, for the most part, Berserk on the far has been pretty untouched. Terran's got a couple shots on him. He had a high noon that took out both him and the Mercy, but for the most part, Berserk has been able to put out a lot of damage with the help of the Mercy.
Yeah, it's very difficult in this meta to run dual hit scans to deal with a Pharah, considering the absolute
The double
shield
shields on the front line.
that just negates so much of that damage.
So Tramp Stamp Soccer Mom's coming in on the attack. They're gonna be running they're going forgoing the shields here. Coming in with the double dive tanks with the ball and the diva. Having a Orisa hog on the other side. Let's see how this defense can hold up because they're
Sombra already beginning to harass the Tramp Stamps here.
they're holding up pretty close.
Can Sombra confirm the kill on the Ana? Not a chance. Excellent peel from the tanks.
Because they're
Tramp
coming in over the
Stamp's
top. He's
pushing
going
up
to take
hard.
out Eggman. Are they going to be able to get the res in? No, they're not going to be able to. So they're going to be down one. Heron's going to get taken out by Dano. This is not looking really good.
Again, Berserk
Baddy
totally
overplaying on Wednesday nights.
uncontested. Rotating in and out.
Moving in from Wacky.
Ease.
He's going to take out the Batiste.
Oh,
both
missed the hook
healers
on
down.
the Mercy by head.
Baddy League on Wednesday nights doing their best to try and stall out this point. But it looks like it's going to be
Ooh, and they've
Jagoa
lost
Veil.
their main hit scan in defense.
And that's going to be it.
Tramp Stamps have won the engagement almost uncontested there. Pharah really doing an excellent job of putting down damage.
Yeah, speaking of the double hit scans, they got the McCree and the Widowmaker to try and take out the Pharah here.
We'll see
But-
if it can be successful. I haven't seen anything this game so far. I think Wacky's keeping him too busy, but that pick on Wacky might open
a
him
little
up.
aggressive. But Berserk's going to trade out Heron, so 5v5 team fight. Probably just going to reset a little bit here, but Tramp Stamp Soccer Mom still got point
Ooh, and
presence.
didn't confirm the stun on Berserk. Very unfortunate for the Baddy League.
Berserk's going to take out Cuban Pete.
Oh, finally!
He's
Berserk
gonna
goes
get
down. I don't think Res is up. Probably still 12 seconds to available.
Pharmacy's been
Losing
eliminated.
almost no one there. No kills confirmed by the Diva Bomb other than the Baptiste. And Wacky just coming in, and this soldier has no chance. Of course, cleanup.
Tramp Stamp Soccer Mom's been on a pretty good roll here. They haven't really been stopped quite yet, but Baddy League on Wednesday nights is running out of real estate here.
Ooh, burning the hook on the Diva, and then immediately getting antied. Not looking good for the Baddy League. Can they win with the Bongo and the Matrix together? I think Wacky's
coming
gonna
in.
stop them.
He's gonna get rezzed by Tuna though. Nah, looking good. Only Mercy left on the point, and he's gonna
And
get
that's
taken
a
out.
clear victory by the Tramp Stamps.
That's
Not
map
even
number 2.
close.
Victory.
Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms taking Hollywood for the series win and the 2-0 map count thus far in the week.
Play of the game.
Heron once
think
again
that-
coming in with the play of the game on the McCree. Probably comes a high noon to take out the pharmacy. No, just the left click onto the Pharah.
Ooh, but a great follow-up headshot on the Ana.
Well, pretty dominant map from Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms. On offense, they completely rolled through the defense of Baddy late.
I think the Baddy League really had trouble dealing with both their pharmacy and with their ball. I think the strength of their ball's play, constantly engaging them and keeping them busy at close range, and then the constant harassing by their pharmacy at long range was just too much for the Baddy League to handle.
Yeah, that's something Wacky's really good at. Playing Wrecking Ball is he's able to create so much space on his own. He doesn't even need a second tank to really help create space for his DPS, but having Zappa, who's also a very, very skilled tank player, just completely runs over Baddy League on Wednesday night.
So on this third map, do you think they're going to have any chance at all of a comeback here?
I mean, I think so. I mean, control maps are usually pretty hectic and not always
Now
super
traveling
organized.
to Busan.
We'll see if
And
that
also
lacks.
the Pharaoh's going to have very limited cover to hide on this map.
So they're playing Sanctuary.
Initiating match.
It will really depend, I think, if she can stay tight to the center gazebo. If she finds herself out,
I mean, he's got a good amount of airspace to work with. He doesn't have like actually a hard ceiling on him, but let's see if they decide to pull out the Pharah here or not.
I'm still surprised to see no Bastion as of yet.
I mean, you might have been able to see a Bastion, at least on the first point of Hollywood, but on control, Bastions are usually really rare.
Ready for battle.
Why did you?
Yeah, it's not the type of thing I'd expect them to break out now, but it might have helped them with their inability to take the Pharah down early on in the fight on the last two maps.
So they are indeed going to pull out the Pharah here. This first map of Busan.
Doesn't look like they're too interested in dealing with the Pharah with both a Hanzo and a Doomfist.
One.
I'm not sure whose responsibility it's going to be to kill this pharmacy for the Baddy League.
Yeah, if Berserk
Also
goes
running a
uncontested here,
Winston.
it could be really bad news for Baddy League.
Well, it's been the consistent factor that's lost them the fight, other than Wacky's excellent ball play. Well, let's see how it goes. Both the Winston and the ball diving Zappa, but
great
Zappa
sleep
makes
dart.
short work of the ball after Anna's sleep.
So we got one down for Baddy League.
The objective is now.
Baddy League, very
Oh.
scattered.
Berserk gets taken out by Eggman, very interesting. But as Tuna sub, yeah, he's going to get the
Huge
res back
on
on Berserk.
Berserk, bringing the carry back to life here. No one seems to be contesting the Pharah whatsoever, giving her absolute free reign on the point.
Oh, Tuna
Berserk's
sub's
not
going to take out
confirming
on the
any
backside.
kills though as of yet.
Pharah doesn't have his mercy anymore. But it doesn't seem like that's going to matter as Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms takes the point.
That's the importance of hit scan.
Benny going to come in.
You have to be one hell of a
Try and
Hanzo
get
to
out.
hit that moving target.
Is he going to be able to get out? It does look like he's getting back to his healers, so. We're resetting here. Both tanks are going to push onto the point.
Baddy League taking some
Berserk's
real
getting
ground.
Taken out by Eggman, but Wacky with the minefield is going to take out Heron. Berserk going to get res, but Benny coming in with the
Ooh, Eggman popping off. Can he sustain the engagement? And he wins the duel against the enemy Doomfist. Looks like this
trying
might
to
be
spin the win on the point, trying to stall out as much as he can. Seeming pretty effective so far. finally going to get taken out by the Storm Arrow from Heron, and that's going to be the point flip.
Almost at a reset, though. They've lost some major time not taking that Hammond out quickly enough.
Overall, 47%. That's not terrible. Definitely easy to come back on. Even if they give up the point again, they'll still have enough time to get back and try and flip it.
I think my major concern is really their ability to test that Pharah. They haven't demonstrated that in the past, and they're still not set up for it.
Well, Eggman's been
here's
able to
the
actually
grab
take him
on
out
the
a couple
Moira.
different times.
He had Coalescence. Oh, followed up with the barrage. Lands to both the Moira and the Hanzo. That's going to really damage their ability to win this fight. Let's see, lots of reinforcements coming in from the Tramp
He's gonna
Stamps.
get taken down, and he's going to take out the enemy Doomfist. Eggman coming in with a two-piece. Let's see if that's going to be able to swing the fight back into Baddy League's favor.
It looks like it has.
And they say
What a
super.
great hold. Disorganized, but effective.
And they say super.
Eggman coming in. Bunch of clutch kills, taking out the Mercy and his Doomfist counterpart, able to win that fight for him.
Eggman really demonstrating some good Doomfist play there.
Wacky coming in with the
Zapper
minefield
going
onto
in
the point.
very early. And he
Oh,
does
that's
get
a
picked.
quick 2 kills and 3. Wow, this fight is getting won by Baddy League really hard here.
Baddy Lee takes huge advantage of that trickle.
That's all 5 you got. Dano sneaking around on the Sombra all the way in the back.
That's one thing that I really notice very often is the dive tanks move just a little too soon, and the peel is not available for them in time.
Dano gonna try and get a clutch hack here on the backside. He's gonna get the Moira
Berserk playing
hack.
without his Mercy at the moment. Can he sustain?
Oh, Eggman's gonna get taken out early. This might be a fight win.
This
Tramp
looks
Stamp
like it's
Soccer Moms.
turned here. Let's see. It's really going to come down to...
Both DPS are down, and there goes the Moira. This fight is looking in Tramp Stamp Soccer Mom's favor. And there's me, the point flip.
I really don't
Hey.
feel like Baddy League will have much of a chance once Tuna is fully, once Tramp Stamp is fully set up. Tramp Stamp has demonstrated just absolute superiority when they're all together.
If we're looking at ult economy here, you got both support ults up for Baddy League, as well as the Minefield. And on the other side, you got Barrage, Coalescence, and the
Early
Primal Rage.
pick on the Doomfist. Eggman.
Barrage
Oh, and
coming
here's
in.
the
That's gonna
ult
get
fight.
countered
Let's see.
by the sound barrier.
Not much,
Great sound barrier.
not much from that barrage.
Wacky coming in with the Minefield is going to take out one. Primal Rage from Zappa is going to take out Heron. See if the tanks are going to be able to carry this fight for Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms.
Great use of space by Wacky, moving the whole Baddy League out of position. Oh, it's
Gonna get
only
all the way to
one
overtime.
fight left.
Oh, the Dragons coming in from spawn going to take out Wacky.
Looks like Baddy could have this if that wasn't
EMP gonna
for the
catch
massive EMP. Dr.
They're gonna be
Eggman
able to get
on
anything
one.
out of it,
Where
though.
are his healers? He's going down. If he doesn't ult, let's see.
There you go. Heron's going to be able to clean up. That's going to be the point flip.
Wacky getting booped at the last moment. And that was a massive comeback by
Score.
the Baddy League on Wednesday nights. I think that they really struggled in the first part of that engagement, but came back hard as the Tramp Stamps began to trickle and lose their formation.
Yeah, having with the Winston and the ball from Tramp Stamp, we got pause coming up here. Anyway, yeah, describing that last fight, Baddy League was able to get most of the enemy team down, and it was really just Wacky and Zappa that were left on the point. But with those being their two most skilled players, they were able to stall it out pretty well, and for a lot of time for their DPS and support to get back. But doesn't seem like it was enough.
Yeah, there's something almost of an attitude shift with the Tramp Stamps going from the early fight to the late fight. I think they were on a really strong streak, and they started to come in a little early, and I think that really damaged their play. If they had just grouped up just a little harder and pushed as a unit, I think they would have seen much more success, because they've shown complete dominance so far And I think that their Pharah and Mercy play have been largely uncontested throughout the entire game.
Yeah, well, coming into Mecha Base, you're not going to have a lot of airspace for this far to move around, so you can kind of see that they're going to actually go for the Reaper and for the Lucio swap from the pharmacy.
And that's probably a good choice. Pharah can be very difficult with those ceilings, especially in the tight corridors of the early chokes. It's just a lot of projected damage to be able to deal with. Because Pharah really only benefits from her mobility. And without her vertical mobility, she really can become an easy target.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like Heron is having the problems right now, having to restart. So we'll get started back up in a few minutes here. So if you need to go pop that popcorn or go take a piss, now's the time.
And so, another word from our sponsors. Do you like to eat fresh, possibly including children? Well, then Subway is for you. We make your sandwiches while looking lazy and dejected and never seem to put on the right amount of sauce. You can be sure that our sandwiches look nothing like the photos. If you want to be mostly unsatisfied with your lunch, come down to Subway. It's better than eating McDonald's.
Please don't sue us.
Do you have the thirst? Do you find yourself browsing that one girl's Insta every night? Well, man, do I have the solution for you. It's good old H2O. Drink until your heart's content.
All right, so it looks like we got Heron booting back up. Should be able to get back in here and get this started rather soon. So Baddy League on Wednesday nights finally showing some life. They take the first point of Busan. Let's see if they can keep the momentum rolling and at least prevent the sweep.
I'm absolutely looking for a comeback from them. I think with up off of Pharmacy, we're really going to have to see if Berserk can pull the weight he was pulling previously. Because I think that him on Pharah, totally uncontested, gave the Tramp Stamps such an immeasurable advantage when compared with the Baddy League on Wednesday nights. But the Baddy League had really taken advantage of the positioning mistakes the Tramp Stamps had made, trickling in and not being quite as unified on the later push. So if they can get that advantage here, I think that we might see another win.
Yeah, we'll see, because now that they don't have a far to worry about, and all the enemy teams gonna be on the ground, Eggman was putting in a ton of work on that first point on the Doomfist.
Eggman really was winning the duel with his mirror and also confirming a kill on their support. Very high value. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's
Although
definitely
there
been the
are a
one
lot
I've
of
been keeping
boop
an eye on the
opportunities.
most. All right, we're starting back up here. We're still in the character select right now, so we got a little bit of time until the fighting gets back underway. So we're gonna get the May Reaper combo coming in from Tramp Stamp,
Round 2. Capture
as well as the
the
Ball
objective.
and the Zarya.
And they say chivalry is dead.
So it looks like Baddy League is taking the low route, going
Tramp
straight
Stamps
to
pushing
point.
up high. Let's see how they do here. Wacky waiting for an opportunity, going for the swing, misses the boop on the Hanzo, comes in with the drop, gets a nice shield from the Zarya, using the wall as a way to rotate. Never seen that before. What a play.
Yeah, but Baddy League coming in with 3 kills gonna take the advantage in the fight, but Wacky's gonna come in and take out Eggman. Benny's gonna get taken out, but Berserk's gonna be able to take out Head Reaper. This fight is just about over. Wacky getting off the
Wacky
point.
trying to exit. Let's see if he can make it. No,
Yeah,
not
it's
a
gonna be
chance.
Well, there you go, Baddy League taking the early fight and the early point control.
What a comeback, considering the dominance we've seen thus far by the Tramp Stamps. Very surprising to see the Baddy League coming in so hard. They're playing extremely tight, which is doing them wonders. But the Tramp Stamps are coming in. Oh, and immediately staggered. Are they going to lose the
Good slam from
support?
Wacky, but he's got no help on the backside. Minefields are going to come out onto the point.
probably not very high value. Doesn't look like we've gotten any kills off the minefield thus far.
That's easy.
So far. Oh, Eggman takes out 2. Gonna try and swing the fight into their favor.
I really
a
think this
third.
fight has gone to the Baddy. Possibly not. May acting as a tank, but immediately
That's
getting
forward.
taken out by Eggman.
Wow, Eggman
And they say
taking out
Eggman carrying
4.
the fight. As
Taking
soon
out
as
4 there.
Zafara is out of the equation, Eggman pulling some huge weight.
So the main thing I've seen is that when Baddy League and they switched their tank lineup over to the Winston and the Wrecking Ball is when I really started to see these fights swing more into their favor. Got an early Dragons coming from here. He's gonna be able to take out Tuna Sub. Gonna put Tramp Stamps at an early disadvantage.
Berserk running for his life here. 3 on him. Can he make it? Of course not. It also looks like Wacky is screwed, but he
Nah, he's gonna be
manages
able
to
to
make
get
it
out.
back to team.
Well,
I
we're
would've
at
expected to see
86%. They gotta be able to make a move pretty soon. The Graviton Surge is gonna come out. It's gonna be able to take out 3. Blizzard
And a
coming in,
Coalescent.
but the Sound
Ooh,
Barrier is
that's
gonna come out to try and keep him
several
protected.
Even if
But
the
then,
Baddy League
no,
wins this
that's
one,
4 quadra kill from Dano. Tramp Stamp's gonna be able to retake the point at 99%.
huge cost to win that fight though by the Tramp Stamps. Several ultimates used,
Yeah, they got the Sound Barrier.
but it does look like they have a Slam and Blossom coming up. Two very high value ults. Let's see if
Gets
they
picked early. That Blossom on the backside,
Eggman.
not gonna get anybody.
extremely scattered fight.
Wacky gonna try and save this fight here and stall on the point as long as he can for his team to get back. Tuna Sub coming back in after getting picked early, gonna try and keep Wacky up and stall for the rest of their team. But Tuna's gonna get taken out really early, and it's just Wacky and Zappa on the point now. Wacky's gonna get taken out by Eggman. Zappa's gonna get taken out by Otterbotter, but the DPS are back onto the point.
And this looks like a pretty clear win for the Baddy League.
Point flipped, overtime popped. Minefield coming in from Head Reaver. They're kind of just trickling in now. It doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to hold this much longer.
And they say chivalry is, and they say chivalry.
And
is dead.
that's gonna be the round win and the map win for Baddy League, preventing the 3-game sweep from Tramp Stamp. It was a good recovery from them.
Truly an excellent one. I think that we really got to see Dr. Eggman come out in this map, and here's his play, providing massive value. I wonder if this is it is on the
Here's the 4-piece.
Final
Gonna
map.
take out soon. Tuna Sub really early with the Rocket Punch. Gonna come in with the Seismic Slam
I think once
Take
they
out Dano
remove
on
the
the May
pressure of the
and
of
another
the
Rocket
Pharah
Punch.
from Eggman, he really demonstrated his excellent ability to rotate in and out of fights. I wasn't seeing him get picked very often without the Pharah on the field, and I think that really contributed to the Baddy League's win.
Yeah, I definitely think the main swing in momentum was when they swapped their tanks over to the Winston and the Wrecking Ball. But that's gonna do it for match number 2. Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms taking the series 2-1 over Baddy League on Wednesday nights. Game 3 coming up. We got Scared Shrekless versus Face Down Shield Up. Stay tuned.